Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Do You Ever Wonder Just Why? It's a bit of a mouthful, but there we go. Today we are going to be talking about the new season of lolirock that was just announced. Because lolirock season 3 has been finally announced, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about it because there's a lot to talk about, from things that we know, things that we want, things that we can speculate, and hopefully today we'll have a really nice discussion. So from that, get yourself a nice glass of water, get yourself an ice cream because it is hot outside, and sit down, get comfortable. This is going to be a big ride. So first thing that we know is that Jean-Louis van der Stok is directing the new season of lolirock because, he's the creator, so that's nice. Season 3 will be commissioned by France Televisions, produced by Banjay Kids and Family, Zodiac Kids and Eccentrics Studios, and that information came from Wikipedia, so usually it's correct. It's also been confirmed through the wiki page and the new trailer that dropped just a few days ago that it will be coming out 2028. We don't know when in 2028, and we don't know if that will be in France first, and then later on that will be transferred to English-speaking dubs. And there has been a bit of speculation of when, but I couldn't find any real evidence to suggest it's in October. I think someone said to me once, but we don't know. It's not completely confirmed, so I'm not going to say anything. Anyways, this next piece of information is from the wiki lolirock page. So again, I don't know how truthful it is, where this has come from, but it suggests that there'll be 22-minute long episodes and there'll be 26 in the season. So a good number, guys. And the wiki page also said it's going to be a CGI animated and rendered in 2D. I don't know what that means, but it suggests that it's going to be different from the other two seasons that we see. Again, I don't know how true that is. So what has been released about the new season? Well, we know that the lolirock group is going to go on a world tour, and during that they're going to protect the globe. There's obviously lots of opportunities for that, but that is as far as we've gotten for news-wise. The other news that we have gotten is that they've got new outfits. We can see this in the trailer and the poster that has come out. We've got loads of new outfits. We've got new singing outfits, for on stage, and we have got a glimpse of the new dresses that the princesses will be wearing, and they seem to be a little bit more coverage in there. So I see Lena is wearing full leggings. The arm sleeves have been extended and the dresses seem just a little bit longer, and I like that. Anyways, that is what we know for season 3. We don't know anything else. We don't know anything in more detail, but those are the facts, as facts go. So from that, I'm going to move on to what I want to see in season 3, because I've got a lot of ideas, and I know I did a very similar video last year, a whole entire year ago. Can you believe it? No, I can't. Anyways, my wants, I've got a list here, and then I've also got just a few pointers that you guys have suggested to me. If you missed the chance to do that before I filmed this video, then you can just drop it in the comments or in my community post. I'll set them there as well. And we can have a nice discussion. So, the next point of call, my wants. First thing on my list is more Iris and Nathaniel, because at the end of season 2, he got down on one knee. It wasn't a proper proposal. It was more of like a promise ring or just a present, and I want to see their relationship grow and grow with them. I would like to see the girls get older, have birthdays, I want to see more. I want to see them more together. I want them to progress in their relationship because, yay! So that's that point. I'm not going to say anything more. That's what I want. And I know it's going to be a little bit hard because they're world touring, but that will just bring in some lovely new, plot points that they can add in, new kind of ways to express their relationship. I think, yes, more of that. Now, along those same lines, I want more Lena and Carissa because they are really good supporting characters, but they're very 2D. Pun not intended, but you can see it as such. So they're the other two princesses in the group. I want to see them progress and their characters become a little bit more 3D, film some more kind of, like their love-hate relationship, whatever that turns into, platonic or romantic. I don't really care. I just want to see more of them, more interactions with Earth. Kind of like, whoa, what's this place called? Oh, it's called China, Yeah, I want to see more of them. I want them to develop. I want them to become more into the story. I want to see more of them. They're good characters. We need to see more. Okay, and the next one on my list is Oriana's backstory. Oriana's backstory, I think, will be really interesting to see. We've already seen a full episode dedicated to Talia's backstory. It would be really nice to see Oriana? So Oriana's backstory, we've already seen Talia's. The first episode you get, I guess you could say, is about Iris's backstory, because she's, she finds out who she is, and we get a little bit glimpse of that, and throughout the story, we get to see more of that as well. So it'd be really nice to see Oriana's backstory, kind of how she grew up, how, she's got 32 sisters and a brother. I mean, wow. I would like to see the dynamics in that castle. I would like Zoltar seems to be a very friendly place. I would like to see more of it. I want to see her running away. I want to see her meeting Talia and, about to go on this mission. And I'd really like to see that. I think that will be a good, almost filler episode, because I know it would probably get a bit boring if they're constantly on the move doing world tours. So a good filler episode before a massive plot heavy one happens, so that would be a good idea. Next one kind of gets defeated by, kind of the world tour, but different seasons. I want to see different seasons. It's like 2 seasons have been in the summer, which is nice because summer is nice. So it'd be nice to see different seasons. And obviously if they go to different cultures, if they go all the way to New Zealand and Australia, then we're going to see a flip in the weather. Obviously if they go to Russia and the Himalayas and all of that places, obviously it's going to be cold there. So I want to see different seasons, like winter, spring and autumn. I will want to see at least some changing of seasons, even if it's just one episode of oh look, the blues are brown. I don't care. I just want to see it. I think it gives much more dimension to the world. It doesn't seem like they're stuck in the same week. It seems like they're in the summer holidays for all of that 2 seasons. And it'll be just a nice change. Just it'll be nice. And it also leads into new outfit changes. I think outfit changes is a great way to transition between season 2 and 3, because obviously for us, it's been more than 10 years. 10 years of waiting. So I want to see an outfit change. I think what a really good idea would that be is just dedicate 5 minutes, maybe at the start of the first episode, of them picking out some outfits. And one of those outfits that they pick out is the outfits that we see predominantly, to their day-to-day when they're not actively performing. And I think that'd be really nice to see. I think that'd be nice. Just changing it up, but giving us a little bit of difference, but obviously not enough changes that it's going to be whoa, whiplash, where am I? What am I actually watching? So I think that'll be good. And it also brings in the new princess dresses designs, and I'll be talking about that in a minute because that's a whole nother can of worms. The next part on my list is quite a big one, and it's new powers. Probably aiming towards a Shanilla. Maybe Shanilla gets used more. Maybe we see at the end of season 2 that the girls get their Shanilla powers. We see because they get the little crowns, and I'm guessing that is their Shanilla getting activated. I'm guessing that's what they were trying to go for, and that what they were kind of trying to show. So I think maybe putting that more into the show will kind of secure that idea, and it'll be really nice to see them in the crowns, and maybe even, and I know I said I was going to talk about this later, but I'm just going to drop it in here, maybe their new outfits is connected to that new power. That's a very common trope. And it would be nice to see. Another thing I could do is just unlock a completely new power, so connected to the crown again, connected to Ophelia, but something else entirely, not quite Chanilla. Maybe a step down or even a step above Chanilla. I do think that it could be very possible for them to acquire some sort of new power, just something that will bring on the new outfits, the crowns, the, new dynamic against Praxina, who has clearly had like a power upgrade from Bane's. The next point is Ophelia. Just in general, I would like to see it more. I know they're on a world tour and that's going to be like the basis of it, but I would like to, maybe just the first episode, we get a flashback of when Talia's sister Azira escapes and she sets up the resistance. I think we could see that, and then we could see Talia and Oriana kind of meeting up, and some being going to be like, we need Iris. Maybe it could even be, maybe the resistance was already there, and then the leader of the resistance went out to find Talia and Oriana to go and find Iris, and then in that meantime, the old person of the resistance dies, and then Azira escapes and she takes over. Anyways, that could be a really fun way of opening the new season, and it gives us a little bit more into Ophelia. The next point, and I'm just gonna flash this, and because you already know my views, but I want a real solid love interest for Oriana. And as much as I love Oriana and Mephisto together, I think I like the idea of Sunshine, who is a hero, and Sunshine, who is a villain, to be together. But if they didn't pursue them as a couple, I'd like Oriana to at least find someone consistently that she likes, because I know Iris has Nathaniel and Talia has Kyle. It would be nice to have a real solid love interest for Oriana. Baines. I want more of Baines. I love cats as well, and I love him that he's just a massive fat tiger bear kind of mixture. Purple fat tiger bear. And I want him back. I have this amazing theory of he's like the evil villain behind everything. And although that's probably not going to happen and never going to come true, I still want him in the show to be, the kind of animal sidekick to Praxina. And he is so powerful. I want to see more. Please and thank you. So the last point I have on my little list here is Azira's medallion used as a plot point. We have already seen that it has the power to turn back time. We have seen it, and Iris has used it, and Praxina was witness to that. She experienced the time travel. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a whole entire 2-episode little moment where she goes looking for the medallion and tries to turn back time. Once, after a few episodes in, she realizes she's not beating the princesses anytime soon. So she goes on a journey to go find it. She wants it back, and she tries to turn back time and get Mephisto back. And maybe she even succeeds, but then the whole entire timeline is off. Maybe the world is gotten awful, everything's dingy and dark and moody, and everyone is sick, and so the princesses have to coax Praxina, who's very protective of Mephisto, who just 3 seconds ago he was about to blow up. That's when she took him from the past and brought him back to the future, and he's like, whoa, what happened? And he's a bit confused, he's a bit dazed, and he tries to talk Praxina out of not destroying the princesses, but she's still like, okay, now I've got my brother back, we can do this together. And he's like, And then the princesses have to try and coax her into returning him back to the moment before he died. And then there's this whole dramatic moment, and then Praxina's like, you don't do this to me, don't leave me again. And he's like, Brax, it's fine, this is my destiny, I die to save you, I'm giving you a second chance at everything. And then they take him back, and obviously and then Praxina has to go through, oh my god, you killed my brother again, and that sets off the second half of the season of her, and like the stakes just rise, she gets even more furious, and things go down. I think that would be a brilliant plot point to do, and it would break my heart to watch it, because that is very dark and very mature, especially for children, tween audience, but a lot of the audience also has grown up now. So I think, actually they might go for a little bit of a dark spin. I think it's a really good idea to bring him back that medallion, along with the pond, whatever it is in the cave. And she looks and she sees Mephisto. Maybe she sees her parents as well. That would be a nice little twist. And that pushes her to grab a medallion and actually do it. Lots of things that they could use that was hinted throughout the last part of season 2. And they could use that to kind of propel things, even in just one episode, just mention it. So those are kind of my main points. Got lots of new ideas. I think that the developers and the writers could go down that avenue very easily, and it would all seem very natural, like the most obvious development. And I would love to see it in action. So that's kind of what my list says. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that I think the writers and developers could easily put in if they wanted to. I don't think it would be too hard. The last thing I'm going to add is you guys' thoughts. But one thing that stood out for me, which is what you guys said, and I think a couple of you guys said throughout all of my videos, is that you guys want Mephisto back. And I completely agree with you. I do want Mephisto back. I think he is such a great character. He adds so much. And we all collectively as a fandom really like him. Although he is very stereotypical, and we see this character loads of times in most shows, he is unique because he's not 2D. He has moments of kind of kindness and resentment and guilt, and he's doing his best in every way. Like he is very villainous, and he's very good at being villainous in some cases, with the staff and the book, those episodes, he does a wonderful job. In others, he doesn't do as well, and I feel like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, we like that. And in some episodes, we really see a raw version of him when he thought that the princesses took his sister away and turned her good. He was mad, he was angry, he was upset, and we really saw him kind of become his own character outside of being the twin villain. And I really like that. And his character was just really fun and interesting and playful. And he's got a good dynamic with his sister, with his boss, with the princesses, with everyone he kind of meets. He's even accidentally thrown out a really good comeback. And so, yeah, he's a really good character, and I do want him back. I would love to hear your guys' opinions. I would love to have a conversation with y'all. This is such a lovely community of people. I think we're all very, very passionate about lolirock, and I would love to just have a conversation about season 3 and your thoughts and ideas. This is the point of this video. Jot down your ideas. Thank you all of those who kind of commented on my videos, talking about what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what you kind of think. Obviously, jot down your ideas below in the comments. They should be open. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see what the developers and the writers are going to do. I'm so excited to see kind of where things go, what it's going to look like, if it's going to look any different, if we're even going to get the same voice actors, if we're going to get new people, new characters, new objects, new whatever. But it's really exciting stuff, and I'm going to end the video here. Anyways, I hope to see you in the next one. You can finally stand up, stretch your legs, get some more water, eat another ice cream because it is still very hot outside. And I'll see you in the next one, whatever that may be. And I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.
Oh, I don't suppose you're troubled in any part of your life.